Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is Wednesday, May 14th, and it is Ducking New Comic Book Day. Man, today is a big day. There's lots of cool stuff. Some of you are going to have a tough time making some decisions, or you're just going to have to buy 2 or 3 of the same book, one of the two. Both of which I fully encourage. We also have some new posters that just came in that you guys should definitely consider putting on your walls because they are amazing. I got a couple of them hung up already. I'll show those to you momentarily. And we got some new old toys. They're pretty cool, especially for you Pokemon fans. And we will get to those momentarily. Just to touch on events and so forth, as a reminder, a week from this Saturday is the Lebanon Comic-Con, or Comic and Toy Show, that will be at the Boone County Fairgrounds. Mr. Zach has done me the pleasure of posting the Facebook link on all my videos where I mention it, so that way you guys know the details of said show. We're hoping that it is amazing. And who am I kidding? It's going to be amazing. We know it's going to be amazing. But yeah, cool stuff. I don't really have a whole lot to talk about this morning, so I guess we can just kind of jump into it. Had a lot to talk about yesterday. So, one of the posters is that bad boy right there. That is a poster for the upcoming Hulk number 25. That thing is sick as shit. I love that poster. That is so cool. I believe that's going to be a wraparound cover for that issue. I did order more Hulks than normal because of that book. It's going to be a thing, my friends. It's going to be a thing. We're going to kind of skip the comics for a moment because I'm going to show you the other poster that came in. Also previewing one of the upcoming titles is that one. That is Spider-Man and Wolverine team-up issue. That is a Karai Andrews cover. That is awesome. Absolutely awesome. My son is addicted to both Hulk and Spider-Man right now. And I would love to get him both of those posters myself. But if you guys know me at all, wall space is a commodity. And it's tough to come by, because then that means Daddy has to take down some of his posters. Anyway, so we'll get to the toys here in a little bit, because they're behind the desk, so I'll get to them once we do the Marvel stuff here. But let's jump into the new books. So we have Action Comics number 1066, right? 1086, sorry, 1086. That's a fun cover there. Batman and Robin number 21. Got one of each of the covers there. Oh no, what's going to happen? I don't know. Fire and Ice number 2 coming out. I do like that cover. That's a fun one. So there's that one. Mine is A Long and Lonesome Grave number 4. Got a couple of those. World Tree number 14. That is not a naughty cover because her nipples are covered. Same with that one, because we know how evil nipples can be. DC Vampires World War V number 9. Got your A cover. That one's like super awkward, right? I mean, I get that she's like kneeling and looking down, but like it's just, I don't know. That one's awkward. One of the big books for today, Supergirl number 1. I did take these to MuncieCon, kind of in preparation of all the Superman hype. that is going to be coming down the pipeline. I did sell a few Supergirl comics. I don't think I sold any Superman comics. I would act like I'm surprised, but truly I'm not. So anyway, a few different covers there. Some of them are super pretty. I like that one. Then you got your foil cover on that one. Batman Dark Patterns number 6. That cover is hilarious. When I opened that, I did giggle. I giggled. I thought that was good. Green Lantern Corps number 4. Under Pressure. Cool cover there. Also a cool cover. Aquaman number 5. A cover. Using that's a shark. Are those piranhas? Are those barracudas? Ooh, barracuda. Dick Tracy number 10. Full of dad jokes this morning, apparently. I apologize, but really I don't. Toxic Avenger pinup special number 1. Hilarious covers here. I know some of you have been looking forward to the next release, and there you go. King Spawn number 45. I love this cover. So wicked, so cool. It's going to be a toss-up, though. I mean, anytime you got the clown that's well executed on the cover, especially Puppeteer. Puppeteer is an amazing artist. I love his stuff. Truth be told, I'll probably be grabbing one of those. Primarily because that's pretty much how I look every morning when I wake up. Put my shirt on half-assed, walk into the kitchen, let the dogs out, and scare the neighbors. So, Transformers number 20. Cool stuff going on. It's so menacing. Yeah. Now, Spawn, for whatever reason, so I got 364 here, but I only got one cover. And I only have 5 of these. So that means a few of you are probably going to be short, or the other cover, whatever the other cover may have been, I didn't get. So I'll have to check my order here and see which one I'm missing. Make sure that I ordered it, but 364 present and accounted for. Black Ritual Book of Nyx number 2. I chose that cover for myself. Thought that was pretty cool. Flash Gordon number 9. A couple of those. Witchblade number 11. Oh no, what's happening? Got a couple of those. Now, on to the cool stuff. And I know some of you know what I'm talking about already. Okay? And see, there it is. Okay, end of the video. Hope you guys have a good day. No, not really. Couple cool things that came in. My sister-in-law had a garage sale and found a couple of these kind of stashed around. This one needs to get cleaned up a little bit, but that is an original. See that right there? N64 logo. Ganon from Zelda. That one's pretty rad. And then these Pokemon dog tags from, let's see, shall we look? 1999. Gonna zoom in, or try to zoom in. My camera is not wanting to zoom in, but there it is. See, right there, right there. Blurry as hell. Yeah, trust me, 1999, right? It says collect all 10. Well, guess what? There are all 10 here. So, if you want, well, I just dropped half of them. If you want to snag a couple of these, let me know. They'll be out. What we got? We got Mewtwo, or not Mewtwo. That's, oh my God, I'm gonna test my mouth. That's right. Meowth, Snorlax, Charizard, Blastoise, what is that? A Pidgeot, right? That's a Beedrill. There's your Pikachu, There's your Gengar. There's your Venusaur and your Poliwrath. Admittingly, I only knew about half of those. It's been too long since I've talked Pokemon, and plus with all the new ones, it's maddening to keep up with it. Anyway, moving on to comic books. Today, I have been looking forward to this since I ordered it. You guys know Fantastic Four has been reprinting. I think they're doing the first 12 or 10 issues of the Fantastic Four series. This week is the first appearance of Dr. Doom. This is super rad. I've only ever seen this book in person like once, maybe twice. So getting the chance to actually hold and read one is going to be very cool for me. I've always wanted to read it and understand what it was. So you have your standard facsimile covers, your foil facsimile covers. This is going to be cool. It's going to be cool. I urge everybody to grab one of these because, again, it's a super rare book. Not going to get the chance to really own it outside of a facsimile. Believe me. Uncanny X-Men number 14. You have your cool X-Men 97 series cover, which I think is funny that they're promoting it, right? And it's been out for over a year, I think, at this point. So we need new episodes, Disney. We need them, and we need them now. But anyway, got a few covers. Excuse me. On that one, hopefully I didn't blow everybody's eardrums out on that. I apologize. That just kind of snuck up on me. Doctor Strange of Asgard. Notice the homage cover here, hearkening back to the infamous Thor and Silver Surfer cover. Super cool, that one. Yeah. So got a few of those. Wolverine number 9. Only a couple covers on this one. Admittingly, I like the yellow suit. I think that's going to be the pick of the week for that one. We'll come back to that. Phoenix, number 11. You have your Peach Momoko cover. Haha, looking at you, Mark. Loving the Casada cover for that one. That one was actually going to be my pick. I grabbed one of those. And then your other covers, which I even like this one. I think that one's really cool for you guys that are Legacy X-Men fans and understand the significance of that book, or the cover, rather. That is super cool. Super cool. But anyway, there's your Phoenix. And then the continuation of the Alex Ross covers. We have 4 this week. Bam, 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 bam. So I know some of you have grabbed some of these. I urge everybody to collect these. These are super cool, super rad. Why there's a origami hat over here, I don't know. But these are cool. I love Alex Ross stuff. So you got your Thunderbolts Doomstrike number 4 with your Reyes, is that her name? Oh man, I'm blanking so hard. I know it's a Captain Marvel of some kind. I just can't remember. Or Photon. Was it Photon? I can't remember exactly what her name was. Blackhawk, which for whatever reason I can remember his name, as obscure as he is. One World Under Doom, number 4. You got your Doomosaurus Rex, as I like to call him. Cool Doom versus cover there. You got your variant cover, and then your Dormammu cover. And let's see. And then that cover is super rad. Love that one. Love that one. And then Valkyrie, Alex Ross cover there. Your cool Impossible variant, harkening back to the X-Men, what is it, 135, I think, for that one. Even an immortal can die. Oh, can he now? And then Iron Fist, Alex Ross, for your Daredevil number 21. And that's a pretty rad cover. I don't know what's going on there. Probably because I just sneezed on him, right? That's my boogers. I might be getting a cold. Not really. And then one of the other big books this week is Godzilla versus X-Men. Notice the foily. So cool. I did order heavy on the foils because, duh. The cool poster covers there. I did up my order a little bit on these. I love this cover. I just think that's a really well executed X-Men team showing off there. Love this one as well. I love the team up here with Jean Grey and Wolverine. Going to use him as a fastball special. Even this one, there is the fastball special going on. Gambit with the cool. I mean, these are all so cool covers. Again, laughing at all you guys sitting here trying to make a decision on which one you want to get, because frankly, I couldn't decide. I could not decide. That's your A cover on that one. So pretty rad stuff there, if I do say so myself. But I know everybody wants a foil one. Foils. Ultimate X-Men number 15. That one's super cute. It's raining frogs. And then that one, I'm a sucker for like sick and twisted stuff. I mean, growing up on Spawn and 90s culture and stuff, and just anything that's like weird and gnarly, it's cool. It's super cool. Usagi Yojimbo, your Stan Sakai covers and your alternate cover. And then Mutant Nation number 6. And then just to put it on people's radar, I know that people have read the comments and Gavin's been pushing it, but Gavin has a piece in number 7. So all of us Gavin Smith fans, which there are a lot around here because I've bred that culture, not that I've necessarily started it, but I definitely enhanced it. He is going to be a part of number 7. So look forward to that in a month. And then Godzilla, Here There Be Aliens, number 1. Fun covers here. I bet that's just going to be a fun story altogether. Godzilla and aliens. How can you go wrong? Red Hulk, number 4. Pretty rad covers here. I love the destructed Doombot there, assuming that it's a Doombot. And then there's your A cover. Yeah, those are Doombots. Cool stuff there. Ultimate Black Panther, number 16. Got your A and variant. Miles Morales Spider-Man, number 33, with Hercules and Ares on the cover. God War, part 2. So if you're reading that, continuation. One of the other big books this week is Gwenpool, number 1. So, you Deadpool fans, I'm going to be throwing one of these in your box. But there are some pretty cool covers here. Some pretty cool covers. That one's pretty cool. This is the one that I snagged personally, the Greg Land cover. I thought that was well executed. Love the knives. This one is even a tough one for me as far as like wanting to get multiple covers. This one's cool, standard, literally a hack and slash. And even that one's super pretty. I might be grabbing one of those for myself because it's a thing, and it's pink. And still the Todd Knock cover. I love the Todd Knock stuff, and that cover I feel like is well executed. I like the illustration. I like the shading. I like the kind of the attitude there. Yeah. X Factor number 10. I believe this is the last issue. Yeah. Ask me why I would make that guess. Star Wars Jedi Knights number 3. Some fun covers in there, right? Helverine number 6. Excuse me. Fighting the Hell Hulk. Hell Hulk smash. Yeah. Some cool stuff in here. And then a new Spider-Man book for you Spider-Man fans. Spider-Verse versus Venom-Verse number 1. I can only imagine the shenanigans that this book is going to entice. Notice the super cool foil. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, piece of candy. Got a few of those, and then there's your A cover down at the bottom. Excuse me, man, I need a drink. Geiger, number 14. You got your female Geiger on the cover. I forget what her name is. That one's a pretty cool cover. I almost grabbed that one for myself, but I grabbed that one. I like the homage stuff. So, but I mean, really, standing on a tower of skulls, that should really be the cover. I'm sure you'd agree with me on that. Energon Universe number 1. So they teased this with Free Comic Book Day. So a new launch title for the Energon universe. So you got Transformers, you got G.I. Joe team up in that. 2025 special. This one is a new Batman facsimile. So with all of the long Halloween stuff that's going on, this is the Legends of the Dark Knight Halloween special. So this was actually a part of the Legends of the Dark Knight storyline. They did a Tim Sale story one shot with it. Notice the foily at the bottom. Everybody loves foils. So that one's pretty cool, right? So now on to the other 2 big books of the day. Yeah, as if all of that wasn't enough. Today, Absolute Batman number 8. Now, you're like, well, yeah, I'm reading Absolute Batman. I know, it's out. Well, this also marks, no spoilers intended, but this also marks the introduction of the Absolute Mr. Freeze. And the super rad cover that I know everybody's going to want. I only got so many. It's sold out. I can't get any more. But that one, look at that. Super, super sick. Both him and the composition. So I think I got 10 of these. It's gonna be a thing, my friends, and I apologize in advance. I know several people are gonna want this one and a normal copy, but it kind of is what it is. This is the A cover. So this has been teased for a while, again with the Mr. Freeze stuff. And even the A cover it's a banger, man. It's a banger. I mean, that's, yeah, just take it in. Just take that in. Yeah. And then this one was actually my original, when I did my order initially, I was like, this is it. Look at that. Like, people are going to flip their shit over this. And yeah, that other Mr. Freeze cover kind of outdid this one. This is cool though. This is super cool. I grabbed this one and I grabbed one of the other Mr. Freezes, for me, because I can't pass those up. Can't pass them up. It's too cool. It's too cool, my friends. Too cool for school, like Zach Morris and his briefcase cell phone. Now, the other big book of the week. Yes, it is finally here, my friends. Invincible Universe Battle Beast number 1. Right? I'll get to this one here in a second, but check these covers out. So you've got your standard Battle Beast. This is your Ryan Ottley cover. Then you have your die-cut cover, which is also Ryan Ottley. I know several people are going to want the die-cut. Super, super cool. And then David Finch did a cover. I love David Finch stuff. It's so good. So good. I mean, usually David Finch is like my go-to. As soon as I see it, it's like, oh, there it is. It's David Finch. That's mine. Walking Dead fans know what I'm talking about. David Finch has also done a lot of Batman stuff. He's one of my favorites by far. I think he's going to probably be on my short list that if he's ever at a con, it's like, okay, gonna go to con, gonna go meet David Finch, because it's a thing. I love his work, right? I mean, I've met, all the others, or not all the others, but, Todd McFarlane and Jim Lee and all these guys. I think Finch is going to be, he's going to be one of them. He's going to be one of them. You mark my words. Anyway, so I have 40 total Battle Beast books, right? That includes the blind bags. Now, the blind bags are one per person. I know some of you, including my friends, have been like, hey, I want 2, I want 3, whatever. I'm sorry, I can't. I can't. If there's some left over, maybe then at that point we can talk about it, but these are going to be gone by the end of the day. There was actually a gentleman that got his shipment last week, started putting them online early, quote unquote pre-orders, and was selling these for like upwards of $75 to $100 a piece. Super silly, right? Super silly. These are going to be standard price. The reason why these are crazy right now, and I'm limiting them, is because there are chase variants in here. Okay, there's the first appearance of Battle Beast foil reproduction. There is the Invincible Spider-Man team-up issue reproduction, which that one is kind of like the one to get right now. But there are also sketch covers. There are remarked covers. There are autographed books. They did a thing. Those of you that have been following this, it was originally supposed to be released in April. I spoke to my buddy Skeff, who is actually friends with Ryan Otley, and when they pushed it back from April to May, he was actually working with Ryan, and he was like, hey man, like, what's up with the Battle Beast stuff? And he laughs and he's like, they need more sketch covers. So they upsold the series so much to keep the ratios up, they needed more sketch covers. And so they had to commission Ryan to pump out, however many more sketch covers there are, because I don't know what the ratios is, to put in the blind bags. So they had to delay the release one more month to allow Ryan enough time to pump out sketch covers to put in here. So, saying that, there are only 12 copies here. I only have 12. I have a couple of them that are already been pre-ordered. So, those folks will be grabbing one. There will be a handful left. Not many. That's why I'm leaving it to one apiece. Okay? And good luck to you guys to get the actual sketch covers. So, the reason why there's 12 is because I opened one yesterday for me, so this was my copy. Let me get down to it. Let me get my stack out of the way for all my books. Whoops. And yeah, see, you guys are seeing what I grab. This is my stuff. Okay. So let me get through the, oh, there it is. Okay. There it is. So that's one of the chase variants. Okay. That is the foil first appearance of Battle Beast. See? Pretty cool. Invincible number 19. So this one's going for about 10 or 15, sometimes 20 on eBay right now. The Invincible Spider-Man book is going for $25-ish right now as well. And then I haven't seen any of the ratios or the sketch covers crop up yet. But you can guarantee that after today, once it's released, you'll start seeing some of those. I did want to show these off too real quick. This is the 1 in 25 variant for the Energon universe. These are the 1 in 10s. Super cool. That's a 1 in 10 for the Transformers. The Battle Beast, these are 1 in 10s. So if you want to grab one of the 1 in 10s, I have 3 of those available. So these are going to be first come, first serve too. So if you want to grab a regular book and the one of the 1 in 10s, by all means, go for it. So anyway, that is today's releases. Okay. So a lot to consider. It's going to be a thing, my friends. There's a lot. It's a lot to consider. I'm just going to repeat myself over and over and over because it's a big day. It's a big day. There's not a lot in quantity, but what it lacks in quantity, it makes up for in quality. Because these are some books that you don't want to miss out on. The blind bags are sold out. Battle Beast #1 is sold out. You can't get any more of those. The Batman Scary Freeze cover is sold out. X-Men, Godzilla is sold out. Yep, we're into summertime, friends. They're going to start making some cool stuff, and it's up to us to capture it. So I hope you guys have a good day. Message me as soon as you can, because as soon as I unlock these doors at noon, who knows who's going to be coming in snagging these things. My conditions, what's going on. So, I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good Wednesday. Excelsior.